What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Do you still remember those words from former league MVP Diana Taurasi? Well, they surely aged like fine milk, did they? Reality came, and her name is Caitlin Clark. Her debut season just broke the WNBA, and former MVPs are standing up to take notice. She's won Rookie of the Year, part of the first team All-WNBA, and shattered 62 records along the way. In this video, we'll reveal how these 10 former WNBA MVPs are recognizing her greatness and showing her some love. Stick around as we have a surprise number 11, whose unexpected praise might shock you. League royalty is joining all of us to celebrate her historic season.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
All-time assists in a season and in a single game? Check. Three-point records? Shattered. Most All-Star votes ever? Absolutely. And all this in her first year. Imagine what will happen next year.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
So what's making these players speak up? Or in some cases, eat their words. First up, we have Candace Parker, a two-time WNBA MVP and multiple-time champion. She dropped some high praise for Clark and the star power she has brought into women's basketball.
And it takes time for people to want to be a part of it and to see it. I think it does take star power, and we're seeing how the value of that in the Caitlin Clarks.
As a respected basketball commentator, Parker uses her platform to highlight how Caitlin has changed the game, not just for women's basketball, but for basketball, period.
I think that's what she's done for the game, you know, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman. I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that and some.
Clark's game has seriously impressed Parker as she highlights the different aspects of what makes Caitlin's game amazing.
When you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot. That shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now.
Next, we have three-time WNBA champion and two-time league MVP Breanna Stewart, who immediately gave Clark her flowers after seeing her first month in the league.
Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do.
No stranger to the spotlight, Stewart had this to say about Clark's impact to the league and her team.
Aside from the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, you know, she's ultra competitive, her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates. You know, she has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever she is.
Here's decorated WNBA veteran and 2012 league MVP Tina Charles talking about the Caitlin Clark effect and her impact to the league.
Yeah, I mean, the energy that we're getting, the reception, the eyes that we're getting on us, it's amazing. And it's just because of that new generation that's coming in.
As a 14-year pro, multiple All-Star and member of the WNBA 25th anniversary team, Charles has seen players come and go. Talk about praise from one of the most respected players in the league when she says she's lucky to witness and play against Clark.
Obviously, we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been able, her impact in this league and especially this year. So however we can get it, I'll take it for me personally. So just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to witness it, yeah.
Enter Nneka Ogwumike, the 2016 WNBA MVP and perennial All-Star. Here's Nneka showing Caitlin love after their All-Star game win.
I mean, I thought that they were professional, like as you know, as anyone at this level would be. You know, I'm I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star.
Clearly a fan, Nneka states that you can't deny her impact.
Thank you, too. What's up, BC? How are you? How you doing? Good to see you. You got me fresh? Yeah.
Now let's get to something really heartwarming. Caitlin Clark has openly declared that her childhood basketball idol is Minnesota legend Maya Moore, who was league MVP in 2014. Here's Moore talking about how she actually met Clark when she was younger and Clark's leadership style.
It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness and just be present when you can, it really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
The connection between the two has been solid over the years. Here's more surprising Clark before her last regular season game at Iowa.
I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you. Oh my gosh.
The reactions on their faces are priceless. You can clearly see the joy on Clark's face seeing Moore, and a testament to Moore recognizing the level of impact Clark is having on the sport.
All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, can you sign my shirt? Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up, and like honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool.
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you. Now back to the action.
But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer, but also she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut. Like they waiting for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like she is crafty, and she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely the W.
Remember Clark's #1 hater Cheryl Swoops? Well, here is her teammate and the first ever WNBA MVP Cynthia Cooper shutting down the hate and showing some love. She even got to a point where putting Caitlin Clark on Team USA is great for America and great for basketball. Talk about the ultimate flowers.
I would have put Caitlin Clark on Team USA, absolutely. Any USA basketball experience for someone as young as Caitlin Clark is going to benefit America for years and years and years and years. So yeah, I would have put her absolutely on Team USA.
And the biggest praise comes when she said this.
I wish, Caitlin Clark had that experience this year because she's our future.
Next up is 2021 League MVP Jonquel Jones, defending Caitlin Clark from all her bullies.
You have to be careful when you say the Fever fans, because I don't think it's the Fever fans. I think it's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way, and they thought that she was, and so they became Caitlin Clark fans, assuming that, and then they realized oh no, she's actually not racist.
JJ stepping in to defend Caitlin Clark wasn't just unexpected. It was a moment that flipped the entire narrative on its head.
They wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as, this fuel to be able to be the way that they want it to be. They want her to be the representation of their racism and their view on the world, and she's not like that.
Jones's defense of Clark was significant because it cut through the noise. It wasn't just a statement of support. It was a reminder that while the league is growing, it needs to guard against harmful generalizations and celebrate this once-in-a-generation talent. Indiana Fever legend, WNBA champion, and 2011 MVP, Tamika Catchings recently showed her love for Clark and discusses the Caitlin Clark effect. For someone that has seen the highs and the lows of the Indiana Fever and the Fever fan base, hearing this from Catchings is some serious props.
I just want to ask, to start off, Caitlin Clark right now, Indiana Fever, what is she doing for the WNBA? How much do you love it?
Caitlin Clark effect, being able to come in, but what I think is what she brings.
Yeah.
Coming from the college run, there's a lot of great rookies that have come in. She's definitely spearheading it all.
Speaking of MVPs, remember when 3-time MVP Lisa Leslie saying that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese should be co-Rookie of the Years.
And she's actually said that they both deserve to win Rookie of the Year.
Well, that comment clearly didn't age well. She's now on Team Clark, shutting down all the haters after Clark's historic night. I guess she adjusted well to the WNBA after all. At number 10, we go full circle. Diana Taurasi, 2009 League MVP and the most prolific scorer in WNBA history. As the season progressed, Taurasi has really softened on Clark. Here's her hugging Caitlin during one of their last games together. And her last press conference? All flowers for Caitlin.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You know, what Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. And, you know, the one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. And even, you know, throughout, you know, her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And, you know, she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright. And, you know, being a veteran and being in this league for a long, long time, you know, it's pretty cool to see that and, you know, going into the future.
And finally, number 11, we have Asia Wilson, the two-time WNBA champion, three-time WNBA MVP, and all-time single-season scoring leader who just scored 1,000 points this season.
You, of all people, are the best person to ask this. She's going to be coming into the WNBA very soon. How well do you think her game is going to translate, and what would be your biggest piece of advice for her coming into the WNBA?
Yeah, I kind of said this on Complex one time. It was just a huge thing of, I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be someone that's going to be huge for the franchise that she gets drafted to, and I just hope that franchise builds around her so she can continue to grow.
For someone that has achieved records in her own right, talk about some massive respect. MVP to MVP.
I'm pretty sure that she's going to be good. The league's going to enjoy her. We're going to enjoy her, obviously, as competitors and teammates or whatever you may say. But no, it's going to be huge for her to make that jump.
There we have it, folks. 11 former league MVPs showing their love for Caitlin Clark. Looking ahead, Clark's got her sights set on even bigger targets, WNBA championships. But more than numbers and accolades, Clark's inspiring a new generation. She's showing young ballers what's possible, pushing the boundaries of women's basketball. This isn't just a great season, it's the start of a whole new era in the WNBA. We are watching history, and the best part? It's just begun. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.